Welcome to Celebrity Reports, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. At 91, Shirley Jones finally told the truth about David Cassidy, and her words are both touching and eye-opening for fans who have long wondered about the real bond between the two stars of the Partridge Family. For decades, the relationship between Shirley and David was the subject of speculation. They were not just television co-stars, but family by marriage, with Shirley being David's stepmother. Now, looking back on a remarkable life and career, Shirley has decided to reflect openly on the truth about their connection. Shirley Jones was already an acclaimed actress and singer before The Partridge Family aired in the 1970s. She had starred in iconic films such as Oklahoma and Carousel, and she won an Academy Award for her performance in Elmer Gantry. By the time she joined the television world as Shirley Partridge, she was already a household name. David Cassidy, on the other hand, was just beginning his career. When he stepped into the role of Keith Partridge, the teen heartthrob of the show, he quickly skyrocketed to international fame. Fans instantly fell in love with him, and the phenomenon that followed made him one of the most recognizable faces of the decade. For years, people wondered how Shirley and David truly got along behind the scenes. Some assumed the relationship was distant, given the age difference and the pressures of fame, while others believed they must have been extremely close. Shirley, at 91, finally revealed that the truth was a mixture of both. She described David as enormously talented, charismatic, and driven, but also deeply sensitive and vulnerable. David was like a son to me, she admitted, but he was also carrying burdens that few people ever saw. According to Shirley, the pressure of being a global idol took a heavy toll on David. The endless tours, constant attention, and unrealistic expectations made him feel isolated at times. She confessed that while she admired his professionalism on set, she also worried about him when the cameras were off. Fans often suspected that David's charm masked a more complicated inner life, and Shirley's words confirmed this. She recalled quiet moments when he would confide in her, sharing his doubts and frustrations about being thrust into the spotlight at such a young age. At the same time, Shirley praised David for his dedication to his craft. She admitted that his natural musical talent astonished her from the very beginning. While she had a career rooted in Broadway and film, David brought a rock star energy to the screen that perfectly balanced the wholesome image of the Partridge Family. She laughed as she remembered how the studio audience would erupt into screams every time David appeared, a reminder that he had become a symbol of an entire generation. Still, Shirley didn't shy away from acknowledging that their relationship wasn't always easy. As David grew older and sought to define himself outside of the Partridge image, tensions sometimes arose. He wanted to break away from being seen only as a teen idol, while Shirley hoped he would recognize the opportunities that fame gave him. "We had disagreements," she admitted, but underneath it all was love and respect. He wanted his independence, and I understood that. Perhaps the most moving part of Shirley's truth-telling was her reflection on David's later years. She admitted that it pained her to watch him struggle with personal challenges as he aged, and she expressed regret that the pressures of fame never fully lifted from him. Still, she chose to focus on the joy he brought to millions of fans and the legacy of music and entertainment he left behind. "David was extraordinary," she said softly. "He gave the world his voice, his smile, and his heart." At 91, Shirley Jones's words about David Cassidy feel like both a tribute and a confession, acknowledging the highs and lows, the love and the struggles, while ultimately honoring the person he truly was. Fans who cherish the Partridge Family can finally take comfort in knowing that behind the glitter of show business was a genuine bond between Shirley and David. Her truth is not about gossip or scandal, but about love, honesty, and the lasting impact of a young man who captured the world's imagination. Word count: 654.